point, we had the
Jupiter.
telescope that's out there on the ground, the one called the little one, the 18-incher. We had that telescope there, and she wanted to know. Well, we were looking at Saturn, and I asked her, "Can you?" Well, no, she wanted to know something about Saturn.
Jupiter.
Anyway, so she wanted to know whether you could tell just by looking at it that it's Saturn. Anyway, through the telescope, there's no trouble telling you whether it's Saturn or not. But she wanted to know what it looks like with her bare eyes. So I asked her to go out past the building where Jupiter shows and see if she can see anything near it. She wants to know how good her eyes are. She wants to know whether she sees any. So I asked her whether she sees anything near Jupiter. Oh yes, she sees the things next to Jupiter. How far away are they? She measures it for me with her thumb and finger. She can see the moons separately, 1 and 2 and 3, and she can measure the distances. Don't tell me she can't see it. I know several people who can see. I've known several people who can see the moons of Jupiter with their bare eyes. It's not that difficult. Not that difficult. But you may not have tried it.
John, is the 24-inch scope the biggest one you've ever built?
It's the biggest one we've run around the place, yes.
Do you have any?
But we've hauled it more than 80,000 miles. It's done a lot of public service. It's set up now in a different way, and we can't use it anymore like that. And I'm very sorry about that. I am dreadfully sorry about that. I wish we could still run the 24 like we used to run it through the national parks. But let me tell you an interesting thing. We sidewalk astronomers always had this problem. How to get telescopes in the national parks. The national parks is where the American public and the rest of the public goes to see what the universe looks like. And so I was at Bryce Canyon, and they had a three-night star party. They have this great big parking lot, and they must have had more than 50 telescopes on this parking lot. And nobody's allowed out there until 9 o'clock at night. There's a lecture from 8 to 9, and at the end of the lecture, 300 or 400 people come flooding out all over through all these telescopes, you see. And so they've got this problem solved, how to get telescopes in the national parks. Leave the telescopes with the kids. Get the kids to the park. Anyway, this was always a problem with us sidewalk astronomers. How can we get telescopes in the national parks? Anyway, they've got the problem solved. They have 3 nights star parties. 3-night public star parties. And it was first class. It really was first class.
Grand Canyon has a seven night in a row.
What?
Grand Canyon in June, 7 nights in a row, public star party every year. Grand Canyon.
Well, they don't do it as well as that one was done.
I'm curious to know, like in all your years, John, of looking through the scopes, have you ever seen anything else besides planets and stars and gases and stuff, or like meteorites?
What's all this?
John, he's wondering if you've ever seen anything that isn't a star or a planet or a meteorite or something like that. If you've seen anything
Oh yes,
unusual
people want to know whether it's real or not. So I let them look through a window. They know that the cannon is on at 9. Then it's real. Then they want to look. When they find out that we're not pulling the wool over their eyes, they find out that the wool is on my eyes. Then they want to look.
Do you think you've changed the world?
What?
Do you think you've changed the world?
No, but the world's changed me.
Do you think the world thinks it's been changed because of you?
Do you think the world thinks that it's been changed because of you?
That the world, what?
Do you think that the rest of the world thinks that it's been changed because of you?
Oh, I don't know, probably.
To add on to that, actually, again, as I was speaking to him before we came in here, he was talking about the list of birthday wishes that he's received from across the globe. John, will you show them how long that list was?
How many? How long? What?
The list of your birthday greetings that Donna was reading you the other day. How long was the list? You showed me earlier.
Oh, oh Lord, they're from all over the world. Anyway, it was high time that somebody took telescopes for the public, and I'm just happy it was us. Somebody had to do it, and somebody would have done it if I hadn't been born. But I did get born. So it's too bad for the other guy.
Yeah, John, why is it important to you that people look through telescopes?
I don't know. If it's not important to you, well, that's your problem. But I have my problem. It is important to me.
But why is it important to you?
I don't know why. You know, why questions are very difficult to answer. I'll give you an example.
Okay.
The physicists know how things fall, not why they fall. They know how things coast, not why they coast. They know how things behave because they're electrical. They have no idea why they're electrical.
So I'll ask it differently. What do you hope people get out of the experience of looking through a telescope?
What's that?
What do you hope that people will get out of the experience of looking through a telescope?
Oh, I don't know. What people get out of it depends mostly on the people that are looking. It doesn't depend upon us. It doesn't depend upon the telescopes altogether either. It depends upon who's looking and what he's able to manage to understand from what he's seeing.